Can't do this with a bass boat. Have to work for him today. Looks fishy though. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at, we call this Lake X with Scott Reynolds. What's the plan? Top water? But we're in New York. It's like 54 degrees out. So this will be an interesting day. This little pond gets what, like 3 foot, 4 foot deep? Pretty shallow. I don't know what our grass situation's like. Might as well try the pedals. Oh. Too shallow to use the propel drive, going against the wind, rain in the face. Hopefully we can make up for that with some fish. It's always a good sign when you backlash on your first cast. It's good luck. You always want to backlash on your first cast. You also want to make sure you check your reel settings from the time before. Scott's already caught 2 on the buzzbait. I'm picking out a backlash. I'm being real efficient with my day so far. I haven't thrown a buzzbait. I think I've thrown a buzzbait 3 times in my life, but I did have one sitting at home. See if we can get a bite or 2 on some of these stumps. Biffle bug. Got a big bunch of grass with him. Oh my god, it felt way bigger than that. It felt way bigger than that. Just came with all the salad. First bass. Ooh, he's not looking too healthy. Big old mouth. Skinny body. Cheddar. I knew it had to be good. These fish are not doing so good. I mean, they're skinny fish. Sheesh. Now, I couldn't get bit on the buzzbait, but I mean, this is so choked full of grass and the water's low, it's just hard to fish anything else. So I got the chatterbait on, just fishing subsurface, just burning it over the grass, trying to tick it out when I can. Another one. Oh man, these fish are not doing good. Someone needs to stock this pond with some bait. It's the current setup right now. Getting to a stump, hanging your legs off the side of the boat, and just pretend like you're sitting at the end of the dock. There we go. Ooh, that's a healthy one. Choking that chatterbait. Oh, there's a good one. There's a nice one. Oh yeah. All right, there are some healthy fish in this pond. Hooked him real weird. Hooked him outside the jaw. That's a bucket right there. Just short. Nice. There we go. It's so hard, you feel like it's grass one moment, you feel a fish the next. These fish are fun. They're getting bigger as the day moves on. Looking healthier too. I don't know if it's just maybe the areas of the pond that I'm fishing, but I have a little more life to these fish. Oh, I thought that was a tank. Oh, it's a big one. What's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a healthy one. That's the ones we were looking for. There we go. That was right on that stump. Just 2 cranks, 2 turns, and right on that lone stump right there. Alright, thank you, sir. take that one for the road. Alrighty guys, that was a pretty successful day of fishing. Real crazy weather. I mean, that wind was definitely cranking, and that was a shallow grassy pond that honestly I'm not sure how healthy those fish are. A lot of those fish were skinny. Caught a couple good ones at the end, but either way, a good day of fishing. However, I did want to make part of this video a full tour of my boat. I've had it for a little while now, a couple weeks, and I've been able to dial it in, get used to it, have it set up exactly how I like it. So I thought I would take this time to put you guys on the chest mount and show you everything and how I set up my Nativewatercraft Slayer 10 Propel. So here she is. Nativewatercraft Slayer 10 foot long. I think it's about 32 inches wide, so actually quite a stable boat. I have no problem standing in it. I can't walk around in it really, but I can stand in it no problem. Let's start out at the front, into the front hatch. So front hatch, I keep one thing in here, and that is a dry bag. So I've got a multi-tool, makeshift first aid kit. We've got some dude wipes, because you never know. A couple of energy bars, and a couple odds and ends for the kayak itself. Little Allen key set, a couple extra screws for the rudder, and a couple extra shear pins. If you guys own a native boat, have a couple extra shear pins just in case. That is pretty much everything in this bag. And again, things that I really don't think I should need on a daily basis, but they are there just in case. All right, the thing I moved off to the side, the net. I get a question every day on this single net, okay? This is a G2 floating land net. I link it in every video. You get it off Amazon, it's like 30 bucks. Now, as far as net storage, it stays right up at the front with me. I've got 3 different rotogrips on this boat. These are one of the most handy tools you can have if you have gear tracks. This rotogrip right here just houses my net. Just a nice little secure spot I can keep the net and keep it out of the way. So the pedal drive, we did upgrade the pedals, BMX pedals. Again, I will link everything that I use in this tour, including the pedals, in the description below. So I did upgrade the pedals, a little bit wider, have a little bit better grips on them. Second rotogrip right here, threads right on top of the drive. When this is down, I actually use that as a rod stager. That's that. If we go to the other side of the boat, our third rotogrip is actually for what it's intended for. It's a paddle keeper. So I just need one. Don't really ever use the paddle, just if I'm launching or returning to the launch, but it is there just in case, and that just snaps in like so. Going over to the other side so you can see it better. Got a tool caddy. So this is a tool caddy, goes right to the gear tracks. Keep things that I need at the ready. Scissors, pliers, and then right here, that is my favorite scent. That is actually KBD fish sticks and crawfish. Just wrapped it with some Velcro, put some Velcro on the boat, goes right there. Let's go to under the boat. So no fancy seat or junk drawer. We just have a little Tupperware bin that I pretty much use to throw stuff in throughout the day, or have plastics that I am typically using. So if I know I'm on a certain plastic, I'll just throw it in there. You know, I throw used baits in here just to let them dry. Keep some extra line in here, some leader line. And then it's got my headlamp, and it's got my DIY 360 light. Honestly, just found these lights lying around at home. This was an extra piece of the boat that I didn't need. It was part of the seat. Drilled a hole through there, used some bungees. So you can turn each light on individually or together. So you got a red one and a white one. Apparently Velcro is my favorite DIY material. And then all you do is you put this right here on the Velcro up top. You let it sit. It's not fancy, but I'll tell you what, this actually does light up pretty good in the pitch black. All right, so let's talk about the seat itself. It's got the really comfy material. The only thing we did to adjust the seat or add to the seat is add these seat risers. So I found these seat risers through Facebook. The guy Greg makes them, and you can order them through his Facebook page. I will link his page in the description below. That just allows you to sit up a little bit higher, just get a better pedal position for your hips and your knees. They work perfectly, super easy to install. So seat risers, I think if you're gonna have a Nativewatercraft Slayer 10 or 13, I think those are a really good investment. I think this is probably the thing that most people are interested in. And this is again by the Wizard Ramel. This is the only thing I had made for my boat that I didn't do myself, was this battery box, which is pretty freaking cool, I must say myself. So all the parts, boxes, etc., circuits, whatnot will be linked in the description. It's got a little bit of a tab in the back. You click the tab and she slides right out. Pretty much what Ramel did, there's a rubber hatch right here. He used that rubber hatch to mount a plate that you can tighten down through that screw. And when I want to put my battery on, literally just line it up, just slide it back, pull the tab up, and she's locked in. Super portable, so when you need to bring it in to charge it or whatnot, you can take it off with ease. So let's talk about what's inside the box. Really nice waterproof box. Undo the hatches. We've got a 30 amp hour Biono battery in here. As far as the power goes, you press the power button on the side. And I don't know how well you can see that, but that screen right there is going to light up. This is almost like a battery life meter. When you get to your amp hours, the thing that says AH, it'll say how much you've used. So it'll start at 0 every time you turn the unit off. So you do kind of have to keep track of how much you've used. But essentially when that guy gets up to a total of 30 amp hours, because it's a 30 amp hour battery, your battery's done. So I've been taking a look at it. I've been fishing for about 4 hours, running a 7-inch graph, GoPro, charging phones and stuff. I'll use about 5 amp hours per 4 hours. To me, that means I could get away with maybe 4 or 5 trips with just this battery without a charge. So we've got 2 ports. Again, that was the on-off button, on-off. This is for the Fishfinder. Plug and play. And then we've got a voltmeter with 2 USBs. These are quick charge 3.0 USB ports. Probably one of my favorite features of this entire boat. For some reason, and I think I need a new phone, my phone does not like cold weather and it dies quick. And when you're in a tournament and you need a working phone, it can be a little stressful. So I always keep a phone charger with me, plugs in there, plug it in the phone. I remember the other day I was at 11% with my phone, charged it for 12 minutes and it was up to 56%. So it just charges your phone super quick and it's, peace of mind out there on the water when you need your phone. Now, this is the one thing, I really don't care. Some people would care about this, but the wiring is not super clean. I use these little Night Eye zip ties to just secure some of the wiring. It's pretty clean. It just kind of goes under the seat, tucks away right there. But yeah, this is the one cable I need for my Fishfinder. So open that port up, plug her in, power on, power on. Simple as that. While that's powering on, I have my rear GoPro mount. This is one of the only things I brought from California home with me, just needing this cable so I can run a rear camera at all times. And then this USB just plugs in right here. And with that setup right there, I've got a rear GoPro, 128 gig memory card in there that'll run for about 8.5 hours. I don't have to fuss with it. Just let it run, let it do its thing, and that's that. Here is the graph I'm rocking. We've got a Raymarine Element 7-inch. This has been a fantastic unit. I have another one in California on my Titan. They've kind of replaced the Dragonfly. I'm just loving this unit. I mean, it has down imaging, side imaging, which has been really cool. Today, I was using the side imaging, looking for rock piles and logs and stuff. Just a crisp, clean unit. Highly recommend this unit if you're looking for a graph. Yeah, that's the unit I'm rocking. As far as the transducer goes, I have a 1-inch gear track ball that can slide right onto the Boondocks landing gear, which worked out perfect. Staying with the swing arm transducer, I think it's just convenient. It's easy. You can pull it up. When I'm on the water, I just drop it down. It's nice and flush with the boat. It comes, this swing arm is actually a flexible bar. I mean, it's hard to bend, but you can flex it. And I just bent it to the position I like. So right against the boat, tighten it up. It's pretty clean. It's out of the way. It doesn't create a lot of drag. So that's where I keep my transducer. Speaking of the landing gear. So landing gear, I think with any kayak, if you're able to, you should get landing gear. A wheel system for your boat. This is the landing gear with long legs. What's nice about this unit is that you can mount it to the gear tracks that are already on the Native Watercraft boat. Plenty of clearance for the wheels, plenty of clearance for the rudder. It's just, I mean, this boat is so light, it's just stupid easy to cart around. That was actually one of the hardest things to figure out where I wanted to put a hog, or where I could put a hog trough. Luckily, with the bungees that are securing my black pack down, this was like, it was like meant to be. This little notch right here, which comes with the landing gear, was like a perfect little groove. So it kind of just slides right in like so, out of the way. Perfect spot for my hog trough. And then as far as tackle management, rod management, we have the Yak Attack Black Pack. This is like a perfect fit for this boat. Pretty simple. Keep all my tackle in here. I'm only bringing one 3600 box with me on trips, one small box of terminal tackle, even though that weighs like 5 pounds. Keep extra GoPro batteries, SD cards, mounts in here. Bag of miscellaneous items, sunglasses, some charging cords, sun gloves, a Sharpie, pair of split ring pliers, one bag of soft plastics. I keep another bag in here, which I'll keep like my wallet, my keys, KBF identifier cards, fishing license, some extra line, some extra baits. Oh, one thing I do want to show you that I'm pretty proud of, I must say myself, is the light I've added. So yes, more Velcro. So I've added a little bit of a light in here. This is something I found at home. Just flick the switch on, and in the dark, that actually lights up most of the black pack. Again, going back to my favorite thing, the Velcro. I've actually just added some Velcro to this. You can take it right off. And I put another piece of Velcro right here, so I can stick it above there, turn the light on, and it'll light it up from a different angle. 5 rod holders in the back. The one thing that I had to kind of get creative with is the end rod holders. So the end rod holders actually weren't completely flush with the back because of this little lip sticking out. So I had to find something that was like a 1/4 inch in width. And the only thing I could find at Home Depot were these composite shims. So I took 2 composite shims, slapped it between the rod holder and the black pack, and that gave me enough clearance right there to mount the 2 end rod holders. So 5 rod holders on the back. So yeah, that is the boat. It's been nice having this boat. I mean, it's forced me to bring less. And if you guys are familiar with my normal boat, the Titan 10.5, the tackle trunk, and it's just crazy how much stuff I bring. And this has forced me to bring less, and I've honestly enjoyed it. I've enjoyed a lighter boat to cart around, to launch, having less rods to choose from, having less tackle to worry about. It's been a breath of fresh air. And the other thing that has been super nice is everything here, with the exception of the rods and the propel drive, stays in the boat. And I've been using a Honda CR-V. All the seats are down. This almost fits all the way in this vehicle, believe it or not. I literally just wheel the boat up to the trunk, slide it in, secure the trunk down, and I'm good to go. It's been so nice, so easy, so convenient to go out and fish. Yeah, that is the video for today. Let me know what you guys think about this particular rig. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get to them. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.